Let me just have a little sip of coffee, please. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. My friend and brother and comrade, Brother Jim McGuigan, in one of his books, I can't even remember what book it was, many, many years ago, but he talked about Bruce Larson, who paid a visit to the Menninger Psychiatric Clinic. And he went round the staff and he went round the nurses and tried to talk to the doctors. And he asked the question, what about everything? What above everything else, he says, do you think has made a difference in helping, healing these people who are suffering from serious emotional disorders? And the whole staff agreed, right down to the last one. Didn't know how to administer it, didn't know how to give it out, didn't know how to promote it, but almost every one to the last one said it was hope. And they confessed, we don't know how to give people hope at times, but they actually said, we could see a change in a person when hope arrived. Welcome back to Hope Exists. I've been having a tiny little break. I've been having a little rest, but it's so good to be back with you. I'm sorry for the lapse and whatnot. What is hope in the biblical sense? It's a complicated word in the biblical sense. It involves trust and endurance, Hoffman says. It is never fearful anticipation. It is the expectation that something good is going to happen. It is sure confidence. And the man or the woman who has hope, they feel in their hearts something good is going to happen. You see, I believe to have hope is to have a future. Believe it or not, that's why we do these little programs week after week after week. But do you know what kills hope at times? Appearance. Whenever we are on the mountaintop, whenever we're functioning well as Christians, we have this invisible means of support. And like Hebrews 11 stresses, we see the invisible. But like Peter, when he was out in the water with Jesus, Christians, just like the Apostle Peter, when we take our eyes off the invisible and we begin to weigh the probability of success or failure on what we can see. You take your eyes off Jesus and it chips away at our confidence, Matthew 14, verse 30. But it brings us down because we start to see the winds and hear the winds and the rain and the hail and the storm, and we lose God and we begin to sink. And then we look at the old devil. And we look at our own pathetic weakness. We look at the strength of the devil at times. And we look at our own feebleness. And we mutter to ourselves, can anything good come out of this? Can anything good be expected in these circumstances? A past that is littered with personal defeats and failure. We look back at the broken promises. We vowed, we said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do the other. But a lifelong wrestling with character flaws can cause us to lose hope over the years. But see, I read the books, I go to the bookstore, I go to Lifeway, I listen to the sermons, I attend the seminars, I listen to the tapes and whatever, and I keep thinking things are going to, but there's a trail of broken promises and discerning friends. You know, we're not the only ones who made promises. Others have told us that they would stand by us, thick or thin. Others have told us they would be with us in sickness and in health. Others have promised us that they would be with us in the good times and the bad times. And the vows that were made in the warm days of friendship were broken in the coolness of winter, when the winds begin to blow. And then we find ourselves alone, broken, dejected. And then we wonder, can it get any better? Romans 15:4, here's a scripture for today. I want to leave this with you. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace, and believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. You're not alone. You have the strength of God by your side. You have the Holy Spirit within you. And we live in a world where people have lost hope. Let me encourage you. Place your hope, not in the preacher, not in Brother Jack, he'll let you down. Place your hope. Jesus Christ, the rock. May God bless you. May God keep you.